Firstly, good evening. Just like to congratulate Steve Borthwick and his England side for incredible spectacle, great game, and was pretty tough for us. It was tough in many ways, but just want to acknowledge England, and he's been through a bit too as a head coach, and congratulations to him and his team.
Kia ora, Scott and Scott, Kate here, TVNZ. How do you think England took that win tonight? What did they do well?
What did England do well? They just finished a bit more than us. I think we created a lot. There's so much good stuff that we did out there. We just didn't take advantage of it. We're so good at discipline this first half. Self-control was really good in the first half. We had some really good opportunities, which we didn't take. 12-0, missed a couple of kicks for the corner, and then trying to be brave and put them in there and keep the points and the momentum going. Didn't come. Missed them. They get a couple of drop goals, come out, yellow card, second half. Game swings so quickly. We know what Test football's like, and we just needed to finish more.
Where did some of those things get let down for the All Blacks with that game?
Yeah, I think England were pretty efficient when they got into our half and creating and coming away with points. And they probably had a few more entries into our half, and George Ford pretty accurate with his drop goal and keeping that scoreboard sort of ticking over. And then we actually had limited opportunities in that second half, and they probably kicked pretty well. We're pretty efficient at getting out of their half, and the last couple of games we have finished quite well, but tonight we didn't do that.
Yeah, the energy did seem to be there at the end. There were some good things still going on for the All Blacks, but did it feel like momentum had shifted? Was there still enough focus that you felt on the field from the All Blacks?
Yeah, I think you got to take your hat off to England and their defence. It's a big part of their DNA, and potentially we could have turned them around a little bit with some variation and kicking, and they did really well at slowing our ball down. So I think he probably won the contact area and the breakdown and did enough to slow it down, so we couldn't quite get a roll on like we would have hoped.
Things that were pleasing, individual players, or what stood out for you, Scott?
The start was good, and the way we fought back, we showed some really good. When we're down that score, obviously they scored off when we were chasing the game. It sort of went out to the 14 points there, but we played some really good footy right to the end. Felt like when we came back to 25-19, we scored there, and so there's a lot of fight, a lot of kids. It's hard, hard to win a Grand Slam. We definitely know how hard it is now. It hurts, because we wanted to put our name on the history board like that the others had done, and make them all proud. So we didn't get there. It hurts.
Just lastly, Scott, what's it going to be like? You are captaining a team that had that Grand Slam goal so strongly in mind. To pick yourself up now, and how will you be reflecting on Grand Slam being over?
Yeah, I think it's a goal that we set out to achieve a few weeks ago, and England sort of pulled the rug out from under us, and we'll quickly put our focus towards Wales and finishing strong. So it is hugely disappointing to come away with a loss here, and reflect, and we have to bounce and get better, but it'll be a bit of a pebble under the beach towels. An old coach once said.
Coach, the third quarters are becoming quite an issue. Can you put your finger on why?
No, because if I did, that wouldn't happen. After half time, we've tried a lot, training and to educate ourselves as much as we possibly can around what it takes to keep that momentum, keep pressure on teams. Obviously, it hasn't happened, Elliot, so it's a little bit frustrating because you put so much work into it. Definitely an area of growth.
How costly were the 2 missed touch opportunities before half time?
Yeah, as I mentioned, yeah, just took the momentum out of it, didn't it? They came back and got a couple of joppies out of it that took them into a point at half time. You know, we thought if we come out and scored again and get them to chase, they'd probably get out of their kicking structure. They won a lot of air battles. We won a few too, which was really pleasing, but not enough. Yeah.
Can I ask you both what you made of the yellow card decision?
With Cody,
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's fair, you know. It's an impulse thing. I guess from a mental point of view, it's probably a bit of underlying frustration that you just put the hand in the cookie jar and Andrea, you know, yeah.
TMO,
Well, yeah.
Andre.
Oh, we whoever it was, I think.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's cynical, isn't it? And you're trying to get out of the game, and they've gone pretty hard at it. That's what World Rugby have want to sanction, all those little plays, and it was first penalty of the game was a yellow, so we're pretty good up till then, and cost us.
Scott, what was the decision to replace Cam Warrior?
Yeah, he limped off. Yeah, he took pretty. The more that came back to squash his ankle, and he, as you saw, he was pretty heavily sapped after half time. He was trying to run it out, but he wasn't even running, so there wasn't an option. And then obviously Cortez come on. We got a few dings early, bangs early in the piece. Had to make changes. We were trying to sort of leave them to the back end, but had to go a bit earlier, which was. But that's footy.
Yeah. Was Bowden carrying or not?
Yeah.
Warrior kept the touch and Will Jordan as well.
Yeah, he got a bang on the leg, body. Yep.
Scott, how much better do you think England are now than when you faced them last year?
I think they're good at taking opportunities. That's probably the biggest thing they've done. Although a tough test last year, they were still moments away. Was it either all test footy feels like that at the moment, but they've taken their opportunities tonight, where they probably didn't last time, and we did. So there's small margins, but look, I started out with when I said around they've got a good group. It's exciting England team.